What's going on, guys? Chris here with Clutter Reduction Junk Removal in Palm Beach County, Florida. And while I'm waiting for my employee to get here so we can go off and do a junk removal job, I figured I'd go ahead and make a quick video talking about time management. And it's something that I'm currently dealing with right now that's kind of stressing me out because I've been getting pretty busy lately, and it's pushing my marketing back, it's pushing my personal tasks back, and it's pushing just general checkups on the business in general, and all my operations keep getting pushed off day by day by day. And I try not to do anything once my girlfriend gets home from work, so I'm not like stuck in the room all day doing stuff when she's here, because obviously she's gone all day, so that's like our time to hang out. So that means that all my stuff gets pushed to the next day, and then the next day and the next day. And we've been keeping pretty busy in March as far as doing like a lot of minimum pickups, small jobs, quarter trucks, half trucks, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. And that's great cash wise, because doing multiple small jobs that equal a full truck is more cash advantage than just doing a full truck load. But it also takes more time out of the day, because now I'm driving to one job to pick up something small, driving to another job to pick up something small, and I'm doing that all day. And you're making more money, but you're using more time to do it. So that's just something that I'm running into constantly, and I thought it'd be good to go ahead and revisit some basic time management strategies, and I wanted to go ahead and just talk about them in case any of you are dealing with that as well, as we enter spring and things are probably going to start picking up a bit more. So getting right into it, because I think my employee is going to be here in about 15 minutes. Right off the back, the first thing is to set priorities. So pick out the things that are either most important, the most time sensitive, or that are going to yield the most change once you complete it. So if you have something pending that if you complete it, it opens up like 3 to 4 new steps for you to follow, but you keep pushing that off so you can never get to those steps, that's something you're going to want to do first. So now you have those other options to get into. Or if you have something that's kind of time sensitive, you don't want to wait until like the last minute, because what happens if you get really busy and it just slips your mind, or it's just something that gets pushed back even farther and now you're having to like rush to get it done. So set priorities. The next thing is to do a to-do list. Very simple, very basic, but I think what's good about making a to-do list of just putting out everything you need to do, no matter what the time frame is that you can now categorize it into sections. So maybe you need to make like 10 phone calls for your personal life and business. Go ahead and delegate like a 2-hour window of the day to just do phone calls. Or maybe you need to go online and do your keyword updates on your website, or you need to add new pictures and then put in the alt text. Or maybe you need to go update your business hours on all of your platforms. Dedicate X amount of time to handle those directly so that you're not getting distracted by other situations. The third thing is delegation. Now, if you have employees that you can delegate tasks off to, more power to you. If you don't, I think there are other ways around that, and that could just simply be maybe paying someone hourly to go do more simple marketing, whether it's putting out yard signs or door hangers, or even if it's just like maybe hire someone that has some marketing background and have them go to like apartment buildings to hand out your cards, or even if they're handling like online social media, just something to open up more time for yourself. It doesn't have to be a full-fledged marketer that you're paying salary. It doesn't have to be like someone running your Google Ads campaign that you're gonna be paying out thousands of dollars a month for. It's just handling those smaller tasks that yield results, but they take a lot of time. But it's something that realistically anyone can do. The next thing is time blocking. So kind of like what I mentioned with the to-do list with the categories, if you are able to set up a time block where between like 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. I'm going to do nothing but the tasks at hand, like no matter what. Unless somebody calls me, obviously always answer your phone, but I'm not going to go on social media unless it's my task. I'm not going to go get distracted and go on YouTube. I'm not going to go watch my TV shows. I'm not going to go off and do these other 5 things if you have ADHD and you're all over the place. But you're just going to focus on the specific thing at hand, kind of like when you're studying back in school. You have a final the next day, everyone buckles down and does nothing but study for like 6 hours straight, no matter what. Same concept. But the good thing too is with the time blocks, it also helps if you can set up a specific time limit that maybe isn't enough, but because it's a little shorter, you're gonna push harder. So for example, this is like a goal setting example, but let's say you on average make $6,000 a month, and maybe for April I want to make 10,000, and I'm gonna do whatever I can to make that 10,000. Even if I don't quite get it, maybe I get like 8 or 9,000. I just made 2 or 3,000 more than I normally would because I put all of my focus into it. So if I have 15 things I need to do task wise, and I think it's probably going to take me 5 or 6 hours, I'm going to give myself 3 hours to do it, and I'm going to just hone in and get as much done as possible. Because at the end of the day, I probably will get more done than I would have if I allowed myself that 5 or 6 hour window, because now you're not in much of a rush. So you're not working at the same speed. So I think that's also a really great way to utilize the time blocks. The next thing is to automate or outsource by using technology or streamline processes that are going to do things automatically for you, so you don't have to spend the individual time handling it. Whether that's setting up auto pay for your bills so you don't have to sit there and go pay every time, or if it's setting up a scheduling app for social media so you don't have to think about a caption every single time you want to do a post every day, or if it's setting up like TurboTax or something to link directly to your account, so every time you spend money it automatically categorizes it, so at the end of the year when taxes come you don't have to worry about going through all your receipts. It's already done. So it's things like that that just will put everything on automatic mode, and now you don't have to worry about spending manual time doing it. And then the last thing, and I think we all need this, is to take a break. So every now and then, every day, dedicate a half hour a day, an hour a day where you don't do anything, right? You just relax, go watch your favorite TV show, go read a book, go watch YouTube, whatever. Or just sit on the couch and just relax, try not to fall asleep, but just relax and don't do anything for like an hour just to clear your mind mentally. I think a lot of us get overwhelmed, especially if you're doing this on your own and you're trying to juggle all these different things, and you get stressed. It's a stressful thing to do. And I don't care how simple you make things. Comment down below if you never get stressed. I'm not just financially, but just in general business. Tell me if you never get stressed. I would love to hear that. But overall, I think that is something that helps with everyone. I think it helps avoid burnout and it helps with productivity. It's kind of like when they say when you're studying, it's actually better to study for like 45 minutes and then take a 15-minute break and then study again. Because at the end of the day, if you just nonstop pile all this stuff on, you actually may end up learning less than you would have if you just did chunks at a time. Because mentally, you can't handle everything at once. So those are the 6 tips I have for the time management. I hope some of them help you guys. I've already started doing the categorizing the time blocks, and I try to do the breaks. I haven't been super great with it, but I'm working on it. I will say afterwards, it does make me feel a lot more like productive, like energy wise. So I've been doing that the last few days, and I plan on honing in on a little bit more for kind of just keeping it as like a requirement no matter how busy I get. So I hope those help, but I think my employee just pulled up, so we're going to head off and do this job, and I will see you guys later on. Thanks for watching. Bye.